Have you ever stopped to think that maybe the body you have today is the strongest it's going to be for the next 10 years, if nothing changes? I know, that sounds kinda heavy, but here's the truth. Time doesn't cut slack for a body that stays still. Most people only realize it when it's already hard to climb stairs, when getting out of bed comes with pain, or when walking around the block feels risky. What folks don't get is that aging doesn't show up overnight. It sneaks in. One unused muscle at a time, one skipped movement, one habit you never started. At 50, I thought it was just part of getting older, feeling stiff, losing strength, crashing at the end of the day. But one day, I bent over to tie my shoes, felt a sharp pain in my lower back, and it hit me. My strength had packed up and left without saying a word. That was my wake-up call. I had two choices: keep ignoring it and live with more pain and less freedom, or take action. That's when I found 5 simple exercises that changed everything. No gym, no fancy equipment, no hours a day. Just a choice to start. Does it feel like your energy's fading? Like your body doesn't move the way it used to? Or your strength is slipping through your fingers? Then this video is for you. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that age isn't the problem. Lack of the right kind of movement is. And the sooner you start, the easier it is to stay strong, steady, and independent. These 5 exercises might seem basic, but trust me, they're exactly what your body's been needing. Stick around and you'll see why. Like the video, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Most people don't realize they're losing leg strength until they start skipping stairs, grabbing onto furniture, or feeling kinda wobbly getting off the bus. But let's be real, that's not just getting older. It's your legs telling you they're getting weak. And when your legs weaken, your balance takes a hit too. That's where the supported squat comes in. Hands down, one of the simplest, most effective ways to turn things around. It mimics something you already do every day, sitting down and standing up. And once you do that movement with control, your chances of falling, stumbling, or tweaking your back drop big time. Here's how it works. You stand with a chair right behind you, feet about hip width apart. Then you bend your knees and slowly lower yourself down till your butt just touches the chair. Don't plop down, just barely touch it and come right back up. The trick? Move slowly with control. No crashing. This targets your thighs, glutes, and even the lower belly area that helps keep you stable. If you're new to this, try resting your hands on a table or holding onto a second chair for balance until you feel steady. And the beauty of it? You can scale it to your level. Just starting out? Go with a taller chair, take it nice and slow, and aim for 5 or 6 solid reps. Feeling stronger? Try a lower chair or grab a couple bags of rice or water bottles for added challenge. Just keep an eye on your knees. Don't let them shoot out past your toes. Think of it like sticking your butt back to sit on an invisible bench. It's basically retraining your body to sit and stand with confidence. And that right there could be the difference between staying independent or having to rely on someone later on. And once you've got that kind of control over your body, you're more than ready for what comes next. Ever noticed how your posture changes as time goes by? Your shoulders start slouching, your belly sticks out more, and suddenly even just standing for a while feels exhausting. But here's the thing, that's not just age creeping in, it's usually a weak core. That center of your body, the core everyone talks about, is like a belt that holds everything together. When it's weak, your lower back, knees, and even your neck end up picking up the slack. That's where the elevated plank comes in. Super simple, but it packs a serious punch when it comes to fixing posture and easing back pain. Now don't worry, I'm not talking about doing a full plank on the floor till your face turns red. This version's got your back. It's safer, easier, and made for folks over 40. All you need is a sturdy table or even the back of your couch. Rest your forearms on the surface, walk your feet back, and hold your body in a straight line, like a wooden plank. The key is not letting your hips sag or pop up too high. Just stay in that position for 15 to 30 seconds while breathing nice and steady. At first, it might feel like nothing's happening, but deep down, your body's firing up the muscles that hold everything in place. Once you start feeling stronger, try holding it longer or using a lower surface like a bench. And here's a golden tip. Want to level up? Gently pull your belly button in, like you're trying to zip up tight jeans. That wakes up your deep core muscles like crazy. It's like putting on an invisible belt, made by your own body that supports your spine and tightens your whole frame. And speaking of support, there's another area of your body that most folks overlook. And when it gets weak, it drags down your posture and your energy. As time goes on, a lot of folks start to notice their shoulders slumping forward, like something's constantly weighing them down. That hunched over look? It's not just about appearance, it messes with your breathing, your mood, and even how your body ages. The real kicker: hardly anyone trains their back, but your back is what holds your posture together. That's why rows with a resistance band or even a towel are such a game changer. They wake up the muscles behind your shoulders, your shoulder blades, and your spine. And once those kick in, even your head sits straighter. The best part about rows, you can do them with whatever you've got lying around: a resistance band, a towel, or a water bottle. Sit down or stand with a slight forward lean. Grab your weight and pull it toward your torso, keeping your elbows tucked in and close. You should feel your back squeezing, like you're trying to crush a small ball between your shoulder blades. It's a way of reteaching your body how to stand tall. Even when gravity, time, and life are doing their best to pull you down, if you're just starting out, go with something light and take it slow. Focus on form, not speed. Been at it for a while? Add some weight or swap in a heavier band. Just watch out for common slip-ups. Don't let your neck do the work or swing your body around. Keep your core engaged and the movement steady. Doing this 2 or 3 times a week, you'll start seeing your posture shift for real. And posture, my friend, that's more than just how you look. It's how you show up in the world. And if you thought your legs and back were the whole story, wait till you hear what the bottom of your body's been trying to say. Most people don't give their calves a second thought, not until they trip on a rug, misstep on the sidewalk, or feel that weird tingling in their legs. But here's the deal. Those muscles down at the bottom of your legs, they're like the foundation of a house. When they're weak, everything above starts to wobble. And worse, weak calves mess with your balance and your circulation. Calf raises are one of those super simple exercises that look kinda silly at first, but wow, do they make a difference. Strong calves help prevent falls, steady your steps, and boost blood flow back up to your heart. Here's how it goes. Stand tall, hands resting on a wall or sturdy chair for support. Then slowly rise up onto your toes, hold it for a solid 2 seconds, and come back down with control. Sounds easy, right? It is. But when you slow it down and do it right, it works your muscles way more than you'd think. This isn't about how many reps you can crank out. It's about how well you do each one. 10 slow, steady reps beat 30 sloppy ones any day. And this move, it helps you stay strong on long walks, especially when your feet start to feel like jelly. If you're new to it, start with both feet at once and keep that support close. Once you're feeling steady, try going one leg at a time. It's a whole new challenge. Or level it up by holding a heavy book in each hand while you raise and lower. Just remember, no rushing, no locking your knees. Let the movement flow, like you're trying to peek over a fence without anyone noticing. Training your foundation is really training your stability. And once your base is strong, you'll be ready to coordinate the rest of your body, especially for the kind of movement that takes focus, control, and total body awareness, which just so happens to be what's coming up next. Coordination, strength, and body awareness are 3 things you don't really miss until you start tripping over your own feet or forgetting where you just stepped. It creeps up on you. Over time, your body starts shutting down simple connections, like moving your opposite arm and leg at the same time with control. That's where the dead bug comes in. Yeah, weird name, I know, but trust me, it's a game changer. This little move fires up your deep core, sharpens your posture, and fine-tunes your motor coordination, which is key if you want to stay sharp, steady, and ready for anything. Lying on your back, bend your knees, keep your feet planted, and lift your arms straight up. Then reach your right arm back while you stretch out your left leg, nice and slow, keeping everything else still and steady. Then switch sides. Sounds simple? It's not. Keeping your lower back pressed into the floor while you move is tougher than it looks. The secret? Go slow. Real slow. It's like teaching your brain how to drive a stick-shift car that's been parked for years. Clunky at first, but it comes back with practice. At the beginning, just move your arms and keep your feet down. Once that gets easier, bring your legs into it and go for the full move. This one's great for balance, for keeping your lower back safe, and for making everyday movement feel lighter. It's like retraining your body to move with grace instead of just going through the motions. And the best part, you can do it right on your living room rug in 5 minutes flat. Now just imagine what happens when you string all these exercises together, day after day. Things start to shift. You feel stronger, move easier, and hey, you might even start feeling like your younger self again. Coordination, strength, and body awareness are 3 things you don't really miss until you start tripping over your own feet or forgetting where you just stepped. It creeps up on you. Over time, your body starts shutting down simple connections, like moving your opposite arm and leg at the same time with control. That's where the dead bug comes in. Yeah, weird name, I know, but trust me, it's a game changer. This little move fires up your deep core, sharpens your posture, and fine-tunes your motor coordination, which is key if you want to stay sharp, steady, and ready for anything. Lying on your back, bend your knees, keep your feet planted, and lift your arms straight up. Then reach your right arm back while you stretch out your left leg, nice and slow, keeping everything else still and steady. Then switch sides. Sounds simple? It's not. Keeping your lower back pressed into the floor while you move is tougher than it looks. The secret? Go slow. Real slow. It's like teaching your brain how to drive a stick-shift car that's been parked for years. Clunky at first, but it comes back with practice. At the beginning, just move your arms and keep your feet down. Once that gets easier, bring your legs into it and go for the full move. This one's great for balance, for keeping your lower back safe, and for making everyday movement feel lighter. It's like retraining your body to move with grace instead of just going through the motions. And the best part? You can do it right on your living room rug in 5 minutes flat. Now just imagine what happens when you string all these exercises together, day after day. Things start to shift. You feel stronger, move easier, and hey, you might even start feeling like your younger self again. If you've made it this far, you've already done something most people put off for years, and that right there says a lot about the kind of person you're becoming. But now comes the most important part, taking action. Because 10 years from now, when you look back, today will either be the day everything started to change, or just another, "I'll do it later," that made things harder down the road. The choice is yours. Your body, your energy, your independence, all of it's on the line, and it all starts with these 5 simple moves done consistently. So tell me, which of these exercises are you going to start today? Or maybe you've already been doing one of them. Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to follow along on your journey and help however I can. If this video hit home for you, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell icon. Every week I share practical, safe tips made for folks who want to age strong, balanced and healthy, for real. Taking care of your body after 50 isn't some luxury. It's a choice, and the sooner you make it, the longer you'll reap the rewards.